Inviting healthy men, go within. Calling for healthy men, vitamin. Inviting healthy men, go within. Some men, the men. For the higher perception of man, I changed the lens of my heart, emotional memory, and my imagination. I am no longer ignoring my pattern of choices with men. I'm taking accountability, no longer blaming men. I'm man-made too. I would not be alive if it was not for a man too. I accept that insight and gratitude for the man's role in creating life. A location, a city, would not determine or limit my narrative about what my life can call forth from men. Years of marriage won't limit my curiosity of my partner's layers. I don't fall in love with me just to receive the reward of a vitamin. To every man that has light in him, I am seeing you nourish the world, and I speak of his seeds to be wise where he plants and grows. The rise of the woman that is in the sacred place within me shining forth, undeniably exposing the shadow stories, strongholds, and logical gridlocks about love, romance, and men. I receive the man who builds his destined solitude, his spirit, and authentic action. I am learning that I'm here to experience bae, not to own bae. I am learning that I am here to experience bae, not to own bae. I'll offer him the purest romantic love there is, which is to experience him and share with him, not to possess him. We both love and freedom and communication. The future is not female, it is union, though polarity and balance between masculine and feminine. In divine integrity, we walk forth together, maturing and healing and living and doing and other grown folk stuff. When I connect with a vitamin, the union of us channels that luminescent power that inspires and ripples through all living beings. Our intimacy brings harmony to the world. Vitamin in this modern society are seeking women like me with vision and influential wisdom. The men in my life are healthy. They aren't afraid of invitations to reach the depths and heights of their expansive potential of self, their divine balance of heart and mind. For my sons, leaders, relatives, family, friends, loved ones, husband, partners, to all the men in my life that cross my path, I speak life into your rise, 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 baby, rise. Vitamins surrender false weapons of protection. You surrender the sweat of labor to the Most High. Surrender the compulsion to win with your might alone. Find play and security in the courts of your Father, Mother, Creator. I look at the marvelous design and I see how spiritually nutritional you are to the planet, to women, to creation. I am in awe of you. Look at what you help us create. No entity will succeed in this lifetime to divide what we are when we embrace each other's union. I invite him to be demonstrated with his love through my vulnerable communication. You awesome man, just soak up all my wholesomeness with appreciation. I like that. Emotional availability is so sexy. Spiritual availability is so sexy to me. I am a conscious man's compass. I am any man's wake-up call and his oracle of wisdom. Within my heart, he knows there is where he can ensure he does not let his lifetime slip away. When a vitamin steps into his closeness, with me bringing equal and complementary depth and self-love, he knows this is a profound gift for himself. I respect the mission of Vitamin. It is his nature to embark for territory and establish himself that satisfies his own liking. is self-definition. I release the part of me that allured man boys to me. I believe that love is cultivated and not earned between him and I love when he says, let's fix this. I don't have to shoot my shot with him. Divine invites only. If he is listening, his spirit will put him on to RSV accordingly. My role is to be an invitation, not a pitch. Inviting healthy men, go within, go within, go within. Calling for healthy men, vitamin. Yeah. Inviting healthy men, go within, go within, go within. Calling for healthy men, vitamin. Summon them, demand, yeah. Healthy man, kind man, sweet man, healing man, fine man, corny man, fun man, spirit man, vibe man, flaw man, sexy man, short man, tall man, fit man, come on in, man. I want that vitamin D. Calling for healthy man, vitamin. Some men, the men, yeah.
Yo, just pull up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and KELLZ on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Just enjoy. Friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Got a steed, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen KELLZ hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Let chips, we talk it, we walk it. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down.
Situationships with benefits and blurred lines. Late night convos that redefine mind. Friend turns to foe, they turn to ghost. But we speak on it all, toast to the growth. Auntie vibes with a twist, drop gems in the mist. Got a palace full of wisdom, come get you a fix. Mic check, soul check, what's your connection? We the pulse of the people, every vibe gets a section. This ain't no gossip, this is gospel with glitter. A sanctuary for the stories they told you to bury. Let your voice rise, let your pain breathe, let your ship dock here.
Hey everybody.
Hey y'all, we back. We
back.
back.
We just wanted to give a quick PSA here at the Love Palace. This show today is something that has affected us within the last couple of weeks, even currently to today. I have received some news. And we wanted to just let all the men know this is not a male bashing thing. This is something that we're really concerned about.
Yep.
It's affected both of us, family members,
friends,
best friends,
yeah,
my adopted kids,
yeah.
the men. So
we ain't in a relationship, so we ain't got nothing to them. I was just saying, just to lighten the mood. But no, like
yeah,
you said, just these last couple of weeks have really been trying, and so we want to talk to y'all out there. Get we're coming from the woman's perspective, but we definitely want to hear the men's perspective and what you guys have to say on this. So this is a subject that requires, or we would like for you guys to come and join us at the Q&A as well.
right. So we just want to let the men in our life know that we are here for them. If they ever need to talk, that
We
don't feel
value.
alone,
Mhm.
and just reach out because it is kind of sensitive for me right now.
And not only that, but there are women and people out here that want to hear what you have to say. I know that as a woman, I've gone through my many trials and tribulations, but I'm also raising young men. And so that's one of the things that I've always talked to my sons about is sharing their feelings and their mental health. And so that is so, so, so important. So please, come on, join
Right.
us.
Likewise.
Yeah.
So to my sons as well, I'm always here if you need to call. Pick up that phone and we're here for you. So to all the men, we are here. There's a voice. And here at the ships, we are here to listen to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to get right to our scheduled program and we'll see y'all real soon. We will. Hi, everybody. We are back. Episode 43 of the ship. We took a
Ooh.
week off,
Yeah.
but we are back in the building. And today we are talking about a subject that is really, really needed in today's world. Like I said in our beginning with our PSA, it's important. So the title today is Anchoring Men's Mind, a woman's perspective on men's mental health. Whew. So
This one is near and dear to our heart.
that,
Like
that.
seriously,
Mhm.
it's been a long time coming to. So I think that this is a great time.
Me too. So this conversation is important because while mental health has become a bigger topic in recent years, the experiences of men, especially from our perspective as women, often get lost in waves.
Yes, it does. And so we're going to break it down. We'll talk about what mental health, what mental illness is, what causes it for men, and then why it's so hard for them to open up, how women influence men's mental health both positively and negatively, how men's mental health impacts everyone around them, and then finally, how we as families, friends, and partners can help collectively.
So this is going to be raw, honest, and hopefully healing. So pour your tea, pour your water,
Yes.
pour your wine or whatever beverage you need. Sit back and let's sail into this.
Wow. So I guess let's set the stage, right?
Mhm.
So mental illness isn't just a feeling sad or having a bad day,
Mhm.
right? Clinically, it's a condition involving changes in emotions, thinking, or behavior, and it's often connected to distress or problems in functioning.
So here's the thing. For men, it often looks different than it does for us as women. So we can have this visual.
Yeah.
Like I said, it looks different. And the reason why is because society tells us as women, it's okay for us to cry, it's okay for us to vent, or go talk to your friends. But men, on the other hand, they're told from boyhood, Be tough. Don't cry. You can handle this. Man up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Which means that a man struggling with depression may not sit in bed crying all day, but he might be working 60 hours a week, snapping at his loved ones or zoning out in front of the TV. The pain is there. It's just hidden underneath the activity, the anger, and the silence.
Mm. And when us as women, understand that, it changes how we interpret their actions. Sometimes the coldness isn't rejection, it's mental exhaustion. Sometimes the distance isn't disinterest, it's depression.
Exactly. And recognizing it is the first step to being able to help. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break. And so, when we come back, we want to talk about what causes mental illness in men and why some of these causes are unique to their own experience.
Oh man, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back after this message.
Shout out to the mama chief. Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speak. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows how the garden be. The first to teach us when we sick, the first to heal us. Mama's boy, yeah, you know, her pride and joy. Soul food, yeah, you know, I'm an enjoy. Calm you down, just by the sound of a voice. There isn't another feeling inside. When they cheer you on at your game, and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fighting, she gon' make you put the feelings aside. She can't lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. Where you think I get that blissful look in my eyes? I need a side of ice cream with Bim's apple pie. You know for sure for Mama Chief, you know I'm a ride. Cause we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience,
This that Nickelodeon, Mary Jane and opium, fresh from the FedEx chest, we got a load of them. Yeah, tear this shit down like depression. The moral of the story is you get the lesson. I'm colder than the weather in Nova Scotia. The flow is cold to turn down. You just like the lame dude. Get the shoulder, have these niggas swinging that Chris Rock when I pitch a boulder. My intentions was ill will. When I rap, get a pill feel. I can meditate and stay connected to the earth like a mill drill. They taught you to lie to your kids with Santa. I verse in the AI now, we got the answer. Don't kill yourself.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Make sure that you pull up to Poetry and Pools on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We had us a good time. You need to go check it out.
It was fire. This Sunday was fire. You came out guns blazing, y'all. Y'all better
I don't
come
know
on.
what she's talking about.
Show up. Come on. Every Sunday at 3 p.m.
Right.
Tune in, y'all.
Absolutely. So we have started talk on this discussion, right? Now we're going to talk about men's mental health, and now we're going to go into the root causes. Well, we like to get into them root causes, don't we?
Yeah, we do. You know, some of the causes are universal. However, trauma, genetics, substance abuse, but others hit men in very specific ways.
Right. You know that like I said, we talked about the trauma before, of how it's so funny how everything sort of ties into each other, right? Because we talked about trauma, and you're going to mention it as well on this part. But the society pressure on men, so men are expected to be providers, protectors, leaders. And if a man loses a job and can't provide financially or feels like they're falling behind in life, this can eat away at his identity. Speaking to my friend right now. Bless his spirit.
Another cause, unresolved childhood wounds. A boy who grows up without emotional support or in a home where expressing feelings was seen as a weakness or being programmed to suffer in silence as an adult.
And let's not talk about relationship breakdown.
Mm.
A bad breakup, a divorce, losing access to children. These events can send a man into a spiral, especially if his romantic relationship was his main emotional outlet.
Mm, And we can't ignore the racial, cultural, and the economic factors. Black men, for example, carry not only personal burdens, but systemic ones as well. So, discrimination, over policing, limited access to mental health care, that's the extra weight most people don't even see.
Yeah, I wanted to spend a little bit time on these causes, Kelly, because like the childhood trauma can lead to what?
A whole
If
lot
not
of stuff.
unhealed,
Ooh,
if left unhealed.
a whole lot of stuff.
Adult trauma,
Acting out as an adult.
right?
You'll see it play out in so many different ways as an adult. And again, like you said, depending on the situation or how that person grew up, that but 9 times out of 10, that childhood trauma that's something that's kind of across the board with a lot of people. So
And then the genetic side of it, I never really it's I'm not trying to be funny, but we watched some movies last week on Tubi and really got to see how genetics, childhood trauma, and all that can lead to mental illness, like serious mental illness if it's not healed.
mhm.
And it's like genetically, one of the ones, it was actually a woman, but we can apply it. She said, your grandmother, wait, my mom's mom was treated this way. My mom was treated this way.
And
Your aunt was treated this way. And I was treated this way. So you're going to be this way.
Yep.
And men go through that too.
Yeah.
We're not going to hardly hear about what they went through and what I think even it's going to be even worse with them because I think the generations back don't even want to talk about the trauma they had, the men.
Well, the thing about it is you see they're told to be strong,
Mm-hmm.
don't cry. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The crying looks like a weakness for some men. They don't
Mhm.
really believe that you're manly if you don't cry, or you're not manly if you cry. So I mean, when you put all those factors together, like who's really talking about men's mental health out here?
Right. It's a little bit more prevalent now because a lot of men are starting to come out. So one of the shows that I like to watch is The Shy. And the part that I really liked on that movie is that the men would meet, I think it was either once a week or twice a month.
Mhm.
Just the men go and they would have real emotion. It wasn't just like bashing women and all that. They would talk about their problems, their finances. They would cry. They
Mhm.
would give each other hugs because you know, society back then made that seem like, oh, you're not supposed to hug
Yeah,
a man, another man's.
yeah,
But if I love the brotherhood.
yeah.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Absolutely.
And we as women cannot feel the same things that they feel because we are women.
Yep.
So having another man to be like, I'm going through some financial stress, or I'm having child support problem, baby mama trauma, wife problems, and be able to have somebody to resonate with,
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful thing.
And and that's why I like right now with my sons being down here in Atlanta. We've had to really build our own kind of family unit, that their father passed away like right when we came down here. And one of the things that I was concerned about, that yes, women can raise up some men, but they can't teach them how to be men. We have to be honest about that. I was honest with that, and I found a couple of people. Right now, my son works with one of the greatest dudes I feel right now. He's
Shout out
really,
to Mr.
yes, shout out to Mr. Dennis at the Philly Cheesesteak Spot.
Instagram him.
in Hiram.
Right. He's on Instagram.
But the thing about it is that he really opened it up where my son literally feels comfortable with their family. And with this son, he ain't like that with people at all, really.
Mm-hmm.
But he found a home with them. And because of the father and because of how he pours into his children, it was, you could tell that that was something that my son was missing. And I had a conversation with him and let him know, like, my son really admires this family. We just went over family things and had a high level conversation of what my sons needed. And he said, you know what, I got you. And so that was one of the greater things that I really can lean on now, is that they really do have some influences in their life by other men that show them that it's okay to cry. It's okay to have certain things happen to you. But after we do all of this, then what's the next step after that? Where do we go after that? So, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful story. And I remember I'm talking to one of my brothers, a dear friend of mine, and he was like, every time, I think I mentioned this to you before, every time they walk out that door, there's a chance that they could get stopped, especially for our melanated and brown men. Mm-hmm. They could get stopped by the police. Somebody could look at them wrong at the gas station. They go to work, see a woman saying that they're doing something inappropriate. They have all them challenges the moment they step out that door. And I think we as women need to realize that. Like when he said that to me, I was like, whoa, I didn't even think about that, because most of us, like yourself, you have to work at home as well. Mm-hmm. And a lot of work at home since 2020, right? Yeah. And even though the women do face those challenges, I even think that one with the racial profiling police is more scarier for men, and especially our young men as well.
I would say that too, just because of how the world is going right now. Yeah, definitely our melanated men do have to worry about that. So it does need to be looked at as well. Like we all have our own issues, but I think that we need to take time to address them. Like everybody has a standard, and not that people are wrong, right, for having their standards and things like that. But I think that in the midst of it, you should be empathetic to what somebody is going through and be willing to understand whether you want to be there with them or not. Just be that open door that they can come and talk to, like literally have somebody to talk to. So, yeah.
So when you think about it and you stack all these things on top of each other that we just mentioned, you can see why mental health, men's mental health, needs urgent attention.
Yes.
So after the break, we're going to talk about why it's so hard, because we've both been asking this question, especially what we've been through with the last couple of weeks. Why it's so hard for men to speak openly about their struggles, even to the people they love the most. Right after this message.
Thinking, baby, you don't know the world a damn thing. Light up, lavish light. I've been moving too fast, running low on grace, feeling heavy, but I found my space. Lavender dreams in a smoky swirl, this moment mine, forget the world. No stress in my chest when I take this hit. These herbs ain't just pretty, they legit. Tobacco free, just clarity. And I ride this flame like therapy. Lavish life, gold, glowing gold in the quiet night. Smooth fire make me feel just right. Lavish light, lavish light, lavish light falls. I breathe
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
We are back. So hey y'all family. Thank you for hanging in there with us through this topic of conversation. It's really important that we address this. But in the meantime, we want to have some lavish light going
That's
on.
gonna help you.
That's gonna help us through this
Help us
situation.
help
so we
you.
can,
Lavish life coming
right,
soon.
right. Help
We
me
can't
help
wait
you,
to
help me.
relax.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So y'all check out Lavish Life. It is coming soon to a store online near you.
So you can, once it comes, Blended Healing will put where you can purchase this. I don't, as of now, I know it's not on Etsy right now, but I could be wrong. But I think if she's in the chat, she'll probably say yes.
Yes.
But I think it's not. Yeah, because we would have been already on top of it.
I would have been on Lavish Life right now. No.
All right. So let's go back into our topic, Kells.
Goodness. Yes. Now, what we want to talk about is why men struggle to talk about it, right? And so, one of the reasons is fear of judgment. And this is a huge one because amongst their peers, men don't want to look like they're not strong. A man does not want to be seen as a weak man or incapable or even unmanly.
You're right. You're right. Like we said, this is about them. We want them to talk. Look at this. We want y'all to talk, but we know that it's a judgment, like you said, of them trying to. People get judged. You're not supposed to talk about that, right?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why would another man think another man is weak for talking about his issue?
I can't speak for the men, but this is my
I'm just
because I would think maybe something the way they were brought up. Men are supposed to be strong. Like I said, that generation, which we'll talk about how the generation, I think so. Because I know even as a mom, I had to go back and tell myself because I used to be like, suck that up. Even my grandchild, I have one, my middle grandchild, he cries all the time. I tell him to stop crying because I don't say suck that up, stop crying. I say, you're crying, you need to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, you're boy, you're not supposed to be crying. I explained to him the reason why you're crying, you should not even be crying.
Use your words.
Yeah, use your words.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a generational thing. Just to be honest, excuse me. That's the only thing I can think of.
Does it just come from childhood? Because people be like, they sick of hearing kids crying. They're like, shut your ass
exactly.
up.
No, that's how I say about my grandchild.
You know what I mean? Like how it could start from as a kid, and then because it's a boy, it's like you need to stop all that crying. And it's like, dang, well, sometimes the kid's only way to verbalize is to cry because that's the first with a child. I know that's their first go to. But then as they start to age and they're feeling some type of way, I just wanted to know, and I know as women we don't know what it is, but I know that if like we talked about, we're girls. Right. If a woman comes to me and she's hurt or she's sad, I'm like, dang, you okay? What's going on? I wouldn't look at her as incapable or weak. I'd be like, okay, how can I help? Right. So it's kind of like, do men do that?
I think certain type of men.
Yeah.
And I think I think that turns into what we talk about love for self.
Okay.
To like having that self-love and healing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of healing, and because even I think it's a very valid point, KELLZ, because even men have told me to suck it up sometimes.
Yeah. That's
and you
what
be
I'm
like,
dang, I can't cry right now. I'm hurt. What the hell? Man,
I don't want to hear all that crap.
Yeah, wait, right. Do you even cry?
And when you hear that, it's like, I know when I've heard it several times, and it's like, what?
It's like getting your ass whooped.
You like,
don't you cry?
What you mean?
Like,
and is it because you're suppressing your feelings that you don't want me to cry, so that's gonna make it if I cry, it's gonna bring something out of you.
Or it may make the situation feel uncomfortable. Because
Okay.
if I'm looking at it like, I know someone told me that they didn't grow up getting hugs and stuff like that, so they don't know how to be soft with their children, right? But it's because they never experienced hugs and kisses from a mother. So they don't even know how to have that side of understanding to be like, I can understand when you're hurt and when you're crying, because when I had needed that, it wasn't there for me.
Yeah,
Or
not
it
and
makes them
not
feel
even a mother, a
uncomfortable.
father.
Yeah.
I know men that have never been hugged by their father.
Yeah.
So that could be, but we don't do that. I wasn't raised, and I think in 2025 that I wasn't raised that way. We need to heal and grow from that.
Yeah.
Because we are on a whole different path of healing.
Yeah.
And these kids are different now. Like I said,
Oh,
it is with my grandson. I promise you, y'all. He be crying all the time. He be crying all the time. And I had to be like, come here, use your words. And I had to actually tell him, don't cry. Like, that's not a reason to cry. That's not a reason to cry. Instead of, oh, shut up, boy. All you do is cry, because his father was told that. And I was guilty of that as well. But like his aunts and them used to be like, all he do is cry. All he do is cry. He's just a crybaby. And we're not really. But now, if there's a situation that's warranting him to cry, I'm like, oh no, he's supposed to cry.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that has a lot to do with it. But let's be real. It's not just other men that fear judgment from. We're gonna keep up a buck right now.
Yeah.
Some women have reinforced the ideal that a man showing emotion is unattractive or too soft, and that cuts deep. There it is, right there.
Okay. So I can say that I've experienced this one where I have been that woman that was like, and here's the thing though, looking back on it, I wonder, was they trying to show the emotion or talk about it, or was it something that was, I struggle with the validity of the feeling because of how the person brought it to me. And so it wasn't necessarily that it was like the feelings were invalidated. It was like, okay, I acknowledge the feeling, but then it got deeper and deeper and deeper. And then it really started to seem like it was this is not attractive right now. You know what I mean? So, but I can't speak to the fact that I have been in a place where it's been like, dang, you acting like a,
Right.
you know the word.
And that is like cutting to that word right there. I was messing around with my best friend. And he was saying, I was like, you're acting like, because we talk crazy. And it was just out of, I don't know, young immaturity at the time. And he would not talk to me for a whole week. And I was like, I am so sorry. I did not mean it like that. But I realized how it cuts deep. Like, regardless, I'm just going to say this. And if I'm wrong, men, y'all let me know. I think regardless of what men portray, they really care about women, what women think and what they say. So if there is a woman, or even brought up your mother, if your mother, like I said, I was one of them mothers that was like, suck that up, going along with my husband at the time too. Like, suck that up. Why are you crying, boy? You a boy. And then the phrase, why are you crying like a girl?
Yeah.
Like, we already put that on them. And so then the women grow up to say that, the men grow up to accept that, and then it just keeps going.
The cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right.
And now these women is hardcore though. They don't care.
They know,
They be like, I don't need no
man,
man.
you ain't,
What is you doing? You sorry?
man. You know what? There are also lack of safe spaces.
We're gonna talk about it.
You're right.
We're gonna talk
Because
about
so
that.
many men have never had someone that truly listened to them without trying to fix or turn the conversation back on themselves. And I can say that I'm guilty of that. I have been the woman that was like, because I'm a fixer by nature, I'm a Cancer, so I'm a nurturer. So everything that I'm doing, I'm like, okay, can I fix this? Can I get you back to health? Can I do this? Can I do this? And not understanding that some people don't need that. Sometimes they just need, just like women, they need that safe space to just listen to me, just hear me out. I don't need you to try to fix nothing. I don't need you to try to do nothing for me. Just hear me out, because let me get this off my chest. And once I get this off my chest, baby, I'll be good. Over the years, I have learned the difference on now how to understand and listen without any judgment, period. Because if you're talking, that means you really value what you're saying. And so I have to listen.
And they're so used to holding everything in because they don't want, I know I've heard men tell me, I don't want to put more on you.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's not. You're not. Like, we want to know there's women out there that's like, no, we want to listen. Don't take that as you're putting a burden on us. If you're willing to talk,
we're willing to listen.
And we willing, there's women out there willing to listen.
And I had to learn, and here's the thing. Don't just chop it up to your relationship, and the woman that you might be with may not be educated though as well. So be able to, I guess the one thing that I will want to offer is that test that out. I mean, be willing to have that conversation. Hey, look, I'm being very vulnerable right now. I need you to really listen and see where that goes. And then, I mean, because like I said, I was that woman.
And be vulnerable though. Like, I want to encourage men. Don't look at it like I'm a punk if I go to my wife and tell her how I really feel, or I'm a punk for crying. Like, I've seen so many men that want to cry and they'll catch it and be like, nope, I got it. And then it turns into something else.
Rage, anger,
bitterness.
Man, you see it turn into all different kinds and different personalities too. Like, you could see a person be normal one way and then totally a whole different person a whole nother way. So I've seen that too. Like, wow, okay, but you kind of understand the mentality that they're in or that they've had, or kind of the situations that they go through. I'm just offering open up to the person, because at the end of the day, your home is the safe space, right?
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be that place that you can go, and it shouldn't be you against her, her against you. It should be y'all against whatever is facing you guys. And so I think that, and number one, don't be afraid to lose what you got. If you got a person that don't want to listen to nothing you talk about, you might want to think about what type of relation. You might want to reassess the type of relationship that you're in. Is this even viable for you? Because if this person can't listen to what you have to say and also validate the things that you're going through, not saying that they have to totally agree, because we know that we're not going to agree, right? But if you got a person that is willing to listen and say, okay, babe, do you want, because I know in one of my relationships, I was like, well, we had to come up with a thing where, do you want me to respond or do you want me to just listen?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it worked very well, because it was like, I just want you to talk.
Right.
I just want to talk. And it was like, okay, then I know I need to listen. So there's nothing that you need me to do in this space. But it kind of set the tone for us to have that conversation. And so I offer that to you too, is to try those things with your partners, your friends and family. And then, like, these are things that should be determining factors on whether or not you can be able to sustain the relationship. Because being able to talk is a big one.
Right.
You know?
So, yeah, you mentioned the lack of safe spaces, right? So, we as women can be part of changing that. Instead of, why are you acting this way? Why are you acting this way? Let me do it right. Why are you acting this way? Ain't that how it
girl goes on, man?
You could try, I'm here, what's on your mind? And even like you said, do you want me to respond or do you want me just to listen? And that's these are the ways why men are struggling to talk because of this. They're considered weak, incapable, unmanly. They have a fear of being judged. And then when the women say some mess, boy.
Right. And especially if it comes from a woman you love.
Exactly. So, that's a lot. When we come back, we're going to explore how women influence men's mental health for better and for worse. Women, y'all be ready for this right after this message.
So hard.
arms and these hips, and prayers inside my wrist. They said I'm too much, too wild, too free. But baby, I was never meant to be quiet, tame, contained. I am so
Where
untamed.
worlds become portals and the soul becomes I'm Alicia Dion, and this is Soul. Let's begin. What is meant for you
I am
is
so
already in motion.
work slowly.
Let's see where it leads.
Magic in my skin, healing while you hold me.
The cards are just
Say my name, feel the shift begin. Alicia Yeti on soul work within. Soul work within. I read stars with my fingertips. Found heaven in the curve of my lips. My voice, a spell you can't forget. I bloom in shadows, no.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. And we are back. How y'all like that commercial by Alicia Dion?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all better get y'all
Soul
soul work.
work.
Y'all, look, she's one of the best storytellers
Man.
ever. And if you haven't really checked her out, you know, we did say Poetry and Pool.
Mhm.
And she do got her own channel, but y'all can really talk to her.
She reached
over-
her 50, so we happy about that.
Yes.
But we still want everybody to keep on subscribing to all of it. You feel
Yes.
me?
Let's go, y'all.
Collaboration over competition.
All day.
Yeah.
So now that we're back, right? We're back on this ship.
Mm.
Let's talk about the power that women have in shaping men's mental wellness.
Ooh, let me get this up. No, that ain't the one I want. Oh, wait. Yes, it is. Or is it not?
No.
Here we go. Look at that. Women. Y'all see that, women?
Look at them hugging and stuff. They're hugging and loving.
So on the positive side, we can be a man's anchor. Okay? Let me say this again, ladies. On the positive side, we could be a man's anchor, encouraging him, uplifting him, and making home a safe harbor can help him mentally afloat. And we can do this because we can provide support and encouragement. The women can be a crucial source of support for men, offering a listening ear, empathy, and validation. Ooh, I love that validation one. Validate these kings. You feel me? Hey, baby, you look good today.
man,
You smell
let's
good
go.
today. How was your work day today? What?
Hey, talk about it.
Okay. Be that listening ear. Ooh, it looked like you had a bad day today, baby. Come on.
I did.
I got this dinner waiting for you right here.
Let's go.
Okay. Encourage open communication. So you're the safe place that we talked about, create a safe place and model vulnerability. So when you modeling, that means you doing it too. You got to be vulnerable too, right?
Yeah.
That's what a model means.
Yeah.
So women can help men feel more comfortable sharing their struggles and seeking help. You want to promote mental health awareness to these men. We play a role in reducing the stigma around mental health. So by openly discussing their own experience and encouraging men to seek help when needed, encourage them. Hey, do we need to go to therapy together? I know we both were told that if we offer that to men in our life to see if they want us to go with them.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to go all the time, but them first initials, see if you
do
want to
you
do.
want me to go?
You know? And then facilitate access to resources. Well, a lot of men probably might not even know where to start.
Yeah.
We have this wonderful, good and bad thing called the internet. And it has a lot of resources, or we as women talk to a lot of people as well. So we are out meeting people and talking to people. So we have those resources for mental health that we can help. This can include therapy, support groups, and unfortunately medication. But we want y'all to get some lavish life. That's what we want y'all.
Yeah, we would love for y'all. I wasn't ready.
I'm just saying,
But yeah,
you know how I mean, but I get it. If you have to be on some form of medication,
be on
yeah,
something that's good for you. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Really. So on oh my goodness, on a negative side, right?
Right.
We can also be the storm, a constant criticism, belittling him, comparing him to other men, or just altogether dismissing his feelings. All of that chips away at his self-worth,
All of it.
right?
Mhm.
So when we're looking at that, sometimes we have to watch what we say. And sometimes women that have been put in positions to be hyper masculine or
Mm.
hyper independent, we really be like in the lead with things. And I'll handle this and I'll do that. And when a man that is a man wants to feel needed, wants, you know what I mean, wants to be there for you, that criticism and that belittling can really dig at them.
Man.
And then you got to deal with the societal expectations of masculinity norms, right? Traditionally, masculinity is often seen, it discourages men from expressing vulnerability and even seeking help, which can be reinforced by society's expectation and the women in their lives. So we have to be careful with that too, because we can also be those, oh, you're too manly for that. Why are you even talking about that? That's something that a woman would do, or saying certain things against their character, just discouraging them altogether because of how society says a man is supposed to be. You literally have to get with what works for you, works for you. It don't have to work for everybody else, but if it works for you, it's good. Then you got to worry about internalizing gender norms, right? Women may inadvertently perpetuate harmful gender norms by expecting men to be so stoic and independent and emotionally unavailable, right? And some of these women are actually doing this to the man in the relationship. You're not emotionally available. You're not even independent. You're dependent. And you're expecting this person to do this. But if he's having some type of ability to where he can't, this would also harm in that way as well. So then you talk about relationship dynamics, right? So relationship problems such as communication breakdowns, lack of emotional support, this can significantly impact a man's mental health as well. So then when we go and put all these together and we want to look at, okay, now let's look at the caregiver burden, right? So this is where in some cases, women may unintentionally take on the primary caregiver role, potentially neglecting their own needs and leading to the relationship strain because they feel like they have to do too much taking care of it, right?
Right. So you know when I think of about caregiving as well, you know, I'm gonna say this to the women. If you have a good, say you're to divorce, mental health issues can be caused by you taking the child away from that, the children away from that man. We've seen a case like that as well. If the man is good, is not harming his children, and y'all no longer together, let that man see his child.
Don't you want a break? For real, like,
No.
let's be real. Like,
That's what I used it for.
and they're the dad.
Right.
If there's any, if you could leave them with your broke down sister that ain't got no money or no car, if you could take them over to Sister Johnny's house, like the daddy, I mean, as long as the daddy's not putting them in direct harm, I could let them go to their father's house. Like, we got to kind of
get out your feelings.
Yeah, that part.
About y'all not being together. You felt, I'm sorry, you're affecting his mental health. I've seen this in my family and it did not end well. So I'm passionate about this. Like the situation would ended really, really bad with my little cousin. He wanted his child. She would not let him. And it did not fare well at the end for the child. In the meantime, my cousin's mental health, he's good, but he ain't good because his child is no longer here. Let's just be real.
And I'm gonna say that usually we be talking to the women. I'm gonna say this to the men. Can y'all watch who y'all have kids with? Like
Can that affect their mental health?
Yeah. Who you have kids with, the same way that we tell women would need to watch who they have kids with. Men need to do it too. We need to get off this thing just because we can mess with this woman and mess with this woman and mess with this woman. Are you even looking at the people that you're sleeping with? If you do mess up, are you even looking at, is this the proper person that's going to be able to take care of my children or even allow me to have access to my children? Like the same way we tell women, I know I tell my girls this all the time, but I tell my boys this same thing. Yeah, you can go out here and smash all these different women, but go ahead and mess up with one of these women that you don't like, because I don't get why you're having sex with people you don't like, you know what I mean? Or see some type of value in, you know what I mean? Because if you're just out here smashing and you have a kid with somebody, and then what if this woman, because here's the thing, just like men can play like, oh, everything is all good, then that kid comes in and then he gone. Same thing with the women. Women will use their kid to get child support, food stamps, Section 8, use it to get leaked, all that stuff. I was a woman. I didn't use my kid for that, but I'm just saying I needed some of these things. But what about those women that actually mistreated? Then get your monthly child support check and they get their nails done, their hair done, and then when your kid come over to you, they looking all like raggedy, socks, no dirty socks, no underwears on. Like, let's be real. So I will say this to the men again, like I'm saying to the women. If you out here messing around, one of the things you should be thinking about is if I mess up, because it could happen. It only take one pull out, and you got some Medusa pregnant, and she trying to keep the kid away from you, hold your kid hostage,
right?
Or ruin your next relationship.
Exactly, ruin your next relationship, and your mental health is being messed with during this whole entire time. And so is your child's mental health, even if it's not born yet. Period.
So y'all gotta just be careful. And then women on the other side of that too. I know sometimes we show up and we say, I'm not gonna show this part of me until they start showing. What I will offer to you is be who you are. You're gonna draw the right type of men. You're gonna draw those type of people that are in your life to seek you for you. The only thing that you need to have is the discernment on, is this the person that I'm going to give it to? And the way that you know who to give it to is just by how they are even showing up for themselves. But if you're looking to help someone else out, right? You're looking to just, okay, I'm just here to have the conversation with you. I'm just here to talk. I'm here to listen. Be that person that can listen without judgment.
So women, it's not about walking on eggshells when you are dealing with men. It's about being mindful of our words and our energy.
And if we want emotionally healthy men, we have to create an environment where they feel respected and heard. So after this break, we're going to talk about the ripple effect and how men's mental health affects everyone around them right after these messages.
The ripple effect. Y'all get ready.
She wrote it in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet, pour, calm like teas. Queen KELZ with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plan to place, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow, yeah. She dropped the lemon balm in the brew. Talk to the leaves like they kinfolk too. From seed to sip, it's alignment work. Holistic hands, love laced in dirt. Queen KELZ, that soul on the rise. She don't sell dreams, she real with the vibes. Got jars on the shelf like blessings in glass. Reminding your spirit to slow down fast. No rush, just rhythm. She the pause in the system, where the world wanna numb, she say feel. That's the kind of magic that heals for real. In the rhythm of the trees, talk sweet poem, calm like teas. Queen KELLZ with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plant to plate, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, it's ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, y'all.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. We waiting.
I'm waiting.
We've been waiting.
I'm
for
waiting.
you.
I'm trying to bring some healing. I'm trying to bring some milling and some illing. What y'all know about that? Oh,
Make
and
sure
some
y'all
chilling.
subscribe to her chat. I mean, her channel is being dropped in the chat. We still got I think about 15 more and beyond, because we just wanted to keep on going from that point. So y'all make sure y'all hit my
Come on over so y'all get some of this healing.
Right.
But now that we are back, we want to talk about how men's mental health spills over into their relationships with everyone, right? Like throwing that rock in the pond, right? We just think that we're affected in that one area, and then it just kind of ripples out into everything else. So when a man is struggling mentally, it's not just his battle. His friends might notice he's pulling away. The family gatherings might feel a little tense. His partner may even feel like she's living with a stranger. Mental health conditions can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and emotional isolation from friends, family members, and even romantic partners. So creating distance and tension in relationships, right? So in some cases, mental illness can contribute to relationship breakdowns and separation.
And when the mental illness is untreated, these effects can be generational. We talked about it. Kids grow up thinking emotional distance is normal. Untreated mental health conditions, especially those stemming from PTSD, can be passed down through various mechanisms. They model your behavior. Children learn from their parents, point blank, period. They're the first people that they learn from. And if the parent exhibits maladaptive coping mechanisms due to untreated mental illness, examples, substance abuse, emotional dysregulation, children may internalize these behaviors. Untreated mental illness can disrupt family dynamics, leading to unhealthy communication patterns, emotional neglect, and increased conflict, which can further perpetuate the cycle of the trauma.
Dang, you're right. But on the flip side, though, when a man takes care of his mental health, it benefits everyone in his life.
We love you. We love you a long time.
He's more present, he's more patient, and he's more emotionally available, right? So the thing about this is that I love a man that can speak his mind.
Me too.
That says how he feels. I can say in past tense, depending on what they was talking about, I would have been like, "What's talking about?" Because I was a thug. You know what I mean? I think I had some of that thug passion in me, so I was like, thought I was gangster. You know what I mean? But now, just having life hit me the way that it has, and going through the things that I've gone, I know that it is very important to listen to what a man has to say, regardless at what capacity, because they're telling you something, but are you willing to listen? And a man that can actually articulate how they feel. And that's another thing too. When you're looking at, am I dealing with a healed person? Like you said, he shows up, he's more present, and he's more communicative,
Right.
and he's more patient. So if this person is patient with you, they're communicating with you, and they can also be there for you emotionally too and walk you through that, you know that you probably got a pretty healed guy.
Fact. So when we return, we're going to have a short commercial break. We're going to share resources and real ways loved ones can help men navigate through mental illness together. We'll be right back. Then we're going to talk about that. We're going to wrap this all up. Okay, right after this.
Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the Love Palace. Welcome to a daily dose of D. Wrap yourself in satin truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of tea. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the Love Palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of tea. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and
All right, we back. We back, y'all. We back.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Daily Dose of D. I'm back in effect. Make sure you come over there and get you some Daily Dose of D. Y'all feel me? Like, share, and subscribe. Come interact with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's steer towards the solution and the hopes. Let's take this ship on in.
Let's go.
Let's get these solutions that we need. So we all know that we're going to need these things: support, assistance, and guidance, right? So therapy works, support groups work, prayer and spiritual practice work. Let me repeat that one again.
Go ahead.
Prayer and spiritual practice work. Healthy outlets like fitness, journaling, and hobbies work as well. But men have to feel safe enough to use these tools.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Friends, families, and partners can help by checking in consistently, offering help without shame, encouraging professional care, and protecting his confidentiality. Right?
And most importantly, KELZ, remind him that he is not alone. You know, I get songs in my mind. The Michael Jackson song came in my mind. Y'all already know how I do. I can't help it. But that's asking for help. Oh, make them feel that they're not alone, and that asking for help is a sign of strength and not weakness.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, men, your mental health matters, right? You matter. And healing isn't just for you, but it's for everyone who loves you.
This has been the Chips on Mental Health for Men. Until next time, we're going to keep ourselves steady, our waters calm, and our heart open. That's our discussion for today, y'all.
Yes.
For this evening.
Yeah. Come on back. and join us for this Q&A.
I want some men to come talk to us.
Yeah, because we didn't
If not,
have.
we're gonna
been
just gonna talk
struggling with
anyway.
some family members that we are
Man.
literally trying to help out. And
Man,
just,
y'all.
we want some understanding from them. Definitely, we're talking about men's mental health. We definitely want to understand how this works. We definitely want to understand how to reach our families and our friends and even people that we may be in future relationships with on how men view things and how you guys would like to receive the information or even just having us listen. So just like join us, come have that conversation.
Right. And like I said, this live was something that we did for our loved ones, the men that are having issues in their life right now. Y'all know who I'm talking to. I hope y'all find comfort in this and listen to this and know that we here at the ship, us, KELZ,
Yeah.
we are women that are willing to listen to you. Don't ever think that is the burden, okay? So we want y'all to come back and discuss with us at the Q&A, okay?
Yes, baby, come back.
So we will see you guys real soon. I'm gonna say about 8:30, okay? Y'all come back and I'll see you guys real soon.
Yeah, we will. We're gonna see y'all later.
Dear friend, can we talk? You ever hold something inside you so long it starts to rot? The truth ferment in silence. This ain't about closure, it's about honesty. When I do with harmony, yeah. Dear friend, can we talk? Can I pour this truth like wine? I'm for the ache I've locked inside for such a long, long time. Dear friend, can we talk before the silence swallows it whole? I need you to know I tried, I cried, I'm here, I'm whole. I tried, I cried, I'm here, I'm whole. Light extra bleacher, should have snap or piano, internet delivery. There were nights I wrote you letters, tore them up before the dawn. Pages heavy with forgiveness, but too late to right the wrong. You weren't a villain, and we let the whole truth flow. Friendship, situationship, love in all directions. We don't judge the heart, we just honor its reflection. Lay it down, baby. Speak your soul. Let it be real. This ain't therapy. This is truth dressed in silk robes. This is soul talk over incense and eye contact. This is Sheeps at the Love Palace, where love always gets a seat at the table.